Hello there. This is my guide on things to do and things to avoid when starting a level 3 skiller. I think playing a skiller is a super fun and unique way to experience this game, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to share that with you today. To start off, I have a list of things to avoid. These are things you might not realize will give you combat XP. After Taibo 1 Trio, make sure not to talk to Tamayu over by the spear stall, as this will give you attack and strength XP. The Tears of Guthix quest is safe to do, but only the quest. The minigame afterwards will award you with experience in your lowest skill, which is likely a combat one. To be honest, even though I know the quest is safe to do, it's too spooky for me. If you do the Cold War quest, you get 40 attack XP for killing an Ice Lord, even if you use Poison Dynamite. If you'd like to unlock either the Master Clue Step or the Penguin Agility course without getting this attack XP, you can stop the quest before giving Ping and Pong the musical instruments. If you do enough activities related to the Varrock Museum to hit 151 kudos, you'll be given prayer XP after speaking to the information clerk. This is not in the form of an XP lamp. Additionally, when cleaning museum finds, you'll occasionally get bones, so make sure not to bury those. In a POH dungeon, forcing a locked door open will give you strength XP, so make sure to pick the lock instead. And in a POH games room, any of the range games will give you ranged XP. These are hoop and stick, the dartboard, or the archery target. Be careful to avoid everyone's favorite minigame, Gnome Ball, as playing it will give you ranged XP. In Pyramid Plunder, opening the sarcophagus will give strength XP. If you're going for the scepter, make sure you only loot from the chest. When getting rewards from Guardians of the Rift, you'll occasionally get ashes which grant prayer XP when you scatter them. These give 85 XP each, so if you accidentally scatter one, you'll gain a prayer level. Attacking the dummies in Varrock will unsurprisingly give you attack XP. This is true for both the combat dummies and the people at the Grand Exchange buying T-bows for 2 build GP. Using the bird's eggs you get from nests will give you 100 prayer XP each. Adding charges to the Cardist memoirs will give you magic XP. Completing the Barbarian Agility course will give strength XP. And pushing through the wheat in Puro Puro will give you strength XP, though this one you're able to toggle off. That might seem like a lot to remember, but many of these can be avoided by using the plugin Custom Menu Swaps. For example, you can remove the option to bury bones, scatter ashes, or talk to certain NPCs. It's an incredibly useful plugin for so many reasons. I highly suggest checking out what all it can do. In the description below, I've included a list you can copy and paste to avoid some of these. Now let's move on to the fun part, things you should do as soon as possible. Start working on farming and stay consistent with your Belladonna runs. Later on, you'll be able to gather Nightshade in the Scavid Caves, but even that is pretty slow, and I constantly find myself running out. Additionally, having stackable Nightshade can be very helpful for certain grinds. One example of this is when you go for your Skull Scepter, which I've made a guide for as well. Do the museum quiz for level 9 Slayer and Hunter, and also unlock Fossil Island as soon as you can, and start gathering your fossils for Slayer XP. You'll want to do this ASAP to maximize the XP you're getting from random event lamps. And on that note, make sure you do all your random events, or at least any that give you an outfit piece. That's the Drill Sergeant, Freaky Forester, Leo, the Mime Show, and the Beekeeper. All of those can be done safely without gaining combat XP, even the Freaky Forester. Pro tip for the Forester, you don't actually have to kill a pheasant with the number of feathers he tells you to. Any of them will do. Frog tokens can also be exchanged for XP lamps from Thessalia and Varrock. Another way to maximize your Slayer XP is by doing a few easy achievement diaries. Remember that Karamja is the only one that you can use on a skill under level 30. Note, a lot of the diaries involve some form of combat and some require gaining actual combat XP. If you need a further boost, you can clean finds in the museum after you finish the dig site quest. Other early game quests you can do for XP lamps include X Marks the Spot and Client of Kurend. Shield of Arav and Merlin's Crystal also award XP lamps when you speak to the historian in Varrock Museum afterwards. And on that note, do your questing straight away. This will let you skip early levels, and also if you do mess up and gain XP in the wrong skill, it won't be as painful if you restart the account. Another quest you'll want to start but not finish is Watchtower. Partial completion will allow you to gather Cave Nightshade, though there is a fight you need to do before you get to that stage, so you'll likely want to be doing your Belladonna runs before attempting it. Finishing the quest will give you combat XP, so don't do that. And that's what I have for you today. I hope this guide was able to help you on your early game skiller. Good luck with your grinds, and I am very proud of you.